I look like a can of Sprite. Like a cute can of Sprite. Make all the other cans of Sprite go wah. If you don't get where that reference is from, we can't be friends. Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I'm doing a video on my fall beauty wish list. I should really do these seasonally because there's like a lot of things in the makeup industry that like I want, but I'm lazy in just about every season except fall. Actually no, I'm lazy in fall too, but like fall beauty just appeals more to me than makeup in other seasons. So I have like a little bitty wish list that I wrote down in the back of the September section of my Erin Condren academic planner. I will also do like a fall anti-haul and all of that probably, but like I want to talk about the makeup that I want. Most of you probably maybe know, I'm on a makeup low buy for the year. I only buy 3 items of makeup a month, and I haven't bought makeup in a while. I only bought 2 out of my 3 things in August. I have not bought anything in September, and like if we can roll this into October, I can get like 7 items all at once. So I'm gonna talk about the stuff that I want. There's like not a whole lot because I am trying to curate my wants and needs, and I have noticed that as I've been doing my low buy year, I have like gone down a lot in what I actually want. Anyway, that is like a hell of an introduction, so I should just get started. By the way, this coffee is really good. It's not actually the Starbucks molten chocolate latte iced espresso for 2 reasons. One, because I got this from my school student center and they don't actually refrigerate their Starbucks drinks. So it's not like an iced espresso, it's more like a room temperature espresso. And 2, because I couldn't decide on a flavor. Case got the molten chocolate latte and I got like the salted caramel mocha so that we could like trade back and forth and try each other's flavors. Turns out they basically taste the same, but then we decided to make it into a Franken drink and combine the 2, and even though they basically taste the same at the very least at the room temperature, which Drew University likes to serve their Starbucks iced espressos, like it tastes like a better version of them. So it's really good. And I'm like highly caffeinated right now. So this may or may not be a coherent video, but that's a crapshoot that you take when you watch anything of mine. So let's actually get started. Okay, eyeshadow palette. So I know that I said that after I got the Sugar Pill Fun Size palette that I would go on like an eyeshadow moratorium for the rest of the year. That was a really nice thought that past me had, but I have grown and evolved and changed as a person since then because I've become a person who wants more eyeshadow, and I don't know that that's necessarily like overall growth of me as a person. I'm trying to say I've changed my mind. I am a slut for some good eyeshadow and for some good color schemes. And good eyeshadow and good color schemes always happen to come out around fall. So let us get into the eyeshadows. So I know I've said that I don't need any more Viseart palettes. I love my Dark Mattes palette. I'm very happy I got it on sale. But like, I don't think I need to pay full price for any more of them, except for their new Dark Edit palette. And it's gonna be one of the ones with like the little tiny baby pans, and it's gonna be so small. But holy crap! Those are some beautiful autumnal eyeshadows if I've ever seen any. Some dark smoky purples and oranges and dark greens. And if there's anything that I need for fall, it's some good quality dark and smoky, purpley, greeny, orangey eyeshadows. I'm not saying that I can't find any of these in my collection because I'm sure I can, because those are the colors I love wearing on a semi-regular basis when I don't know what else to do with my makeup. But like, it's not as expensive as any of the other Viseart palettes, and I couldn't not justify getting it. Also, Anastasia Beverly Hills released like their 3 Norvina palettes, and it's a lot of money, and they're being released like a lot all at once. Apparently they were leaked or like something with production happened, and like it's a lot. Like, I think that's a lot to have for the price, but I also abso-friggin-lutely am going to be getting the Norvina 2 palette because, oh, you can tell by my face that I love me some beautiful greens and blues, and I love the pops of pinks and oranges, and quite frankly I've also realized that I don't actually have any real life rainbow palettes in my collection, and I realize this isn't like a rainbow palette in its fullness, but it kind of is. And I trust Anastasia Beverly Hills with my entire life to give me good quality products, and they have never disappointed me. I'm not saying that I'll pay full price for it because it's like $60 entire dollars, but like if I can, you know, get it on sale and maybe get the Busy Art Dark Edit on sale, then I might make a Sephora order for like once in my life, because I only shop at Sephora like once a year because Ulta is just better. I also really want the Norvina 3 palette, but like not for me. I want to get it for my mom because I look at it and I'm like, those are colors that my mom would love. Mom, you don't own a lot of eyeshadow, but you should own this. I want to get this for you. But I'm a grad student. That's my problem, is like, I don't want to have a successful career for like prestige or to like spend money on myself. It's like financial stability and the ability to treat the people I love to things that I know they will enjoy but won't spend the money on for themselves. But hey, I'm going into ministry, so that prestigious career stuff won't ever happen. Yay! So there's also a couple of like neon palettes I'm interested in. One is the Melt Radioactive palette, and this one is also a rainbow palette, let's be honest. But I saw Heather Morehouse here on YouTube do a look with it, and it was like so avant-garde and polka dotty and gorgeous. And I just love her videos in general. If you haven't watched her, she is like the most delightful human being here on YouTube. I keep on saying like here on YouTube a lot. She did good with her look from that palette, and so I want it because I don't own anything from Melt, and I look at their stuff and I get so excited about it because it's always so unique, but nothing is ever like quite unique enough for me to want to go out and get it. But that one though is like pulling on my heartstrings because I've been lusting after the Melt Radioactive stack ever since it had like originally come out a long time ago. But it just looks so bright and beautiful and colorful, and I've kind of gone in between like wanting the bright neon colorful eyeshadows and like the dark smoky fall eyeshadows. Those are kind of like my two moods at the moment. This is something that I know in my brain I don't actually need, but in my heart and in my soul, however, that's a different story. I'm also interested in the Kaleidos Cosmetics VR Neon palette. That one might actually be more likely to become a reality because that one's more reasonably priced and also more unique to my collection, because those actually have more shades in it that I don't really have and have some actual neon shades. And everyone who I've seen do a review on it says that it's really good. I have a lot of trusted friends here on YouTube who love it, and I know, well, I obviously trust Heather Morehouse on her Melt Neon palette review. I know that that palette overall is getting a lot of like mixed reviews, so this one is like less dollars and more consistent, so that would probably be a better investment, but like, I want both. Also, ColourPop has released a set of like burgundy mascara and eyeliner and gel liner, and I like ColourPop's quality, but I don't actively go out and buy things from ColourPop. And now like there's a thing on like Estee Laundry about like ColourPop being a really crappy employer to work for, and so I do have like weird feelings about that and really want to know more about that situation because I don't want to like support companies that treat their workers like crap. But they released a set of like a gel liner and like a pencil liner and like a mascara, and it's all burgundy. And I'm not a huge like monochromatic everything type person, but burgundy I think is a beautiful, flattering fall color. And I just have a lot of visions for how I could use that. I think it would be really flattering with a lot of the clothes that I wear and with my brown eyes. And it's not super expensive, so depending on which direction my morals go in the next couple weeks, I might be ordering that off of ColourPop.
Update, my morals are gone. I bought the burgundy set.
Also, I've been looking more into biodegradable glitters. I have my ones from Slayfire that I absolutely love, but I wanted to see if there were any more brands out there that did it. And I found, I follow Glam Goth Beauty on Instagram, and she is gorgeous and I love her looks, and she has some biodegradable glitters, and a lot of them are like zodiac themed and really cute. She also has some really bright ones, some really smoky ones, and I would like to try some of those. I don't know which ones specifically or anything like that, but I just want some good old-fashioned biodegradable glitter so I can like up the ante on my makeup looks because I already think like I look pretty fabulous like this, but just like glitter makes everything better, specifically biodegradable glitter. Now let's get into blush and highlight. I don't need any more highlighters. I'm trying to pan my Wet n Wild Blossom Glow highlight and I'm almost there. So I'm figuring when I finish that one, I can treat myself to another highlighter, specifically the Milk Makeup Flex highlighters. And there's one that is in this really like, I think it's called Iced. It's like this soft gold and I swatched it at Sephora and Case was like, Alex, you should get that because it is slightly different than all your other highlighters and it would look great on you. And I'm like, you're right. It is slightly different than all my other highlighters and it would look great on me. Aside from my ABH glow kit, I don't actually think I own any high-end highlighters. Can I justify that? I want it and they look really pretty and everyone who I've like seen wear them looks really good in them. And I want to try more from Milk Makeup, but they just, them and me, we don't quite have the same aesthetics. I would like to look like someone who would use Milk Makeup on a regular basis, but I'm not, so I don't know. One day we shall connect. So there's also some blushes and blush palettes. Those Cover FX blushes. I have been looking at them for the longest time. They released over the summer and there's like this one that's like honey or whatever that's like a nice nudie color. And I have a thing for nude blushes and I specifically need to replace my Wet n Wild Rosé Champagne blush since, you know, Wet n Wild went wet and weird over the summer. I also have a thing for glowy blushes and the glowy sides of those look absolutely fantastic. And this is where I tell myself that I don't need every shade in the collection, especially since I'm not as adventurous with blush as I would like to be. But I also feel like I need every shade in the collection, if that makes sense. I'm also interested in the Beauty Bakery Cotton Candy Champagne Blush Palette. Those are definitely 4 shades that are all up my alley because they're very like nude pink mauve shades, which are also more of what I go for in the fall because I don't like anything that's like aggressively pink. And those are a little bit more nudie pink and I've heard that they're very pigmented. So I feel like maybe if I want to experiment more with pigmented blush, that would be a good option. And lastly, speaking of pigmented blush, on the completely other end of the spectrum is the Likely Makeup Clown Blush Palette. This terrifies me and I feel like if something terrifies me, then maybe I should try it because that's how like I found half of my makeup style is being like, wow, that scares me. Let me put it on my face. And I've seen a lot of people who really love blush do some amazing looks with it. I don't know if my sunburnt rosacea loving face could potentially pull something like that off, but yellow blush really appeals to me. And I think sometimes what you have to do with makeup is just like jump feet first into it. And I think that is something that I would like to jump feet first into is a bunch of yellow and orange and red and pink blush. I would move on to lips, except there really isn't any lipstick or lip product that I'm specifically interested in. I always want lipstick, but there isn't anything that is specifically interesting me, and that's really weird for me. I mean, I'm trying to find like my perfect nude lipstick, and I think I have a couple options already in my collection, but I feel like that hunt is never done for me. So like maybe that's a thing, but there isn't anything specific that comes to mind. Like if like someone offers to buy me lipstick, I'll be like, yes, absolutely, get me lipstick. I love lipstick. I could always use more lipstick, but there isn't anything specific that I want. So if you have any lipsticks that you're like excited about and you think, Alex, you should try this lipstick, let me know because I would love to be excited about a specific lipstick. But I'm just excited about all lipsticks at all times. I don't know if I necessarily have any like fashion wish listings. I should do like an entire like thrift wish list video or something like that. I do kind of want like the entirety of the ModCloth Halloween collection, but like that's just me. But yeah, that's like what I want right now. I should do this more seasonally, so like in a couple months time be like, hey Alex, it's winter. You should do a wish list again. And I'll be like, oh yeah, you're right. I should do a wish list again. So anyway, please tell me in the comments below if there's any makeup releases you're excited about that you have put on your wish list, because I love being excited about things. I'm an Enneagram 7, which I think that requires a whole video in and of itself. If you're an Enneagram person, tell me your Enneagram type down below because I like that stuff. Anyway, Enneagram. Anyway, I have to do other things with my life. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me. And I'll see you on my next one. Hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!